Good morning, dear student, and welcome again in science class. Dear student, today is 25th of April 2020 and today is Saturday. Dear student, now this is a time for thought. So, today's thought is education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. So, dear student, educate yourself and change the world. As you know very well, we were discussing on the chapter number 1, crop production and management. So in the sequence, now we have the another one topic is here, and you have already familiar with that topic. In the previous video, we have already discussed that topic is the replenishment or the replenishing of the soil. What do you mean by the replenishing or the replenishment or the enrichment of the soil? Dear student, this is a method by which the lost plant nutrients are put back into the soil. As we know that growing plants need nutrients such as nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium and so on for their proper growth. Dear student, the replenishment is too much required because these growing plants, if not getting that proper amount of the nutrients, they cannot grow easily or properly. As a result, the soil becomes deficient of nutrients and crop cannot yield healthy seeds and become less productive. Therefore, dear student, there are two ways for the replenishment of the soil, that is natural methods of the soil replenishment, and another one is the artificial method or the artificial ways by which we can easily replenish the soil. In natural method, we have three different types of the methods are there. The first one is the crop rotation. The second one is the mixed cropping. The third one is the field fallow. One by one, we'll discuss all these. The first one is the crop rotation. What is the crop rotation? The process of growing different crops in the same field alternately is called crop rotation. It means that if we are having one type of the crop is there, then after 1 year, after completion of that crop, we will change that crop. That is called crop rotation. For example, a wheat crop is grown in one season in a field and it uses more of nitrogen. So dear student, the soil becomes nitrogen deficient. So fulfill that deficiency of nitrogen, we are using leguminous crops such as gram, beans, peas, and therefore the farmers grown that type of the crops in the next season in the same field and easily replenish the soil with the nitrogen. Now another one we have the mixed cropping is here. What is that? नाम से पता चल रहा है आपको कि कुछ मिक्स किया गया होगा. Yes, you are right, dear student. This is the another method by which soil get replenished. Here we are taking two or more crops for growing simultaneously in the same field and in the same season. For example, wheat can be grown with peas or soya bean, or cotton can be grown with groundnut in the same field and in the same season. This is called mixed cropping and it can easily fulfill the need of nutrition to each other. Then after that, dear student, we have third one is there, that is field fallow. Field fallow, it is the way in which the farmers leave the soil and they will not use that soil for growing the crop. The soil then regains its fertility through various natural means such as rain. The dead remains of plants and animals in the field get decomposed by microbes. Now all these are the methods used by the farmers for replenishment of the soil to reduce the deficiency of the nutrients. Therefore, after that, we have some artificial methods also, like addition of manures, addition of fertilizers. First, we will discuss addition of manures. What is addition of manures? Yeah, adding of manures. It means replenishing or enriching the soil by adding some manure. Manure is a natural source of soil nutrients. It is consists of decayed organic material and obtained from by decomposing dead plants and animal bodies. Farmers collect all the plants remains and animal waste such as cow dung, urine, dry leaves and vegetable peels and throw them into a pit near the field. The waste gets decomposed in the pit by the action of microorganisms and convert in the form of manure. And this manure is used by the farmers. So dear student, here we have three different types of the manure. The first one is, what is that? Yes, farmyard manure. The second one is the green manure and the third one is the compost. And I know that dear student, you are very much familiar with that third one, that is compost. Yes, you have already learned about that compost and vermicomposting also. Now dear student, we will discuss one by one all these three types of addition of manures. The first one we have here, that is farmyard manure. Farmyard manure is made of decomposed organic waste like cow dung and urine of farm animals, straw, grasses, etc. This is a type of manure and it is also known as the brown manure. The green manure is nothing. It is simply whenever the farmers grow some leguminous crops such as cluster beans, horse gram, and when these plants grow up to the time and they start flowering, they are uprooted but not completely cleared away. They are left in the same field for natural decomposition. And after 2-3 months, these uprooted plants or legumes decomposed by the action of microbes and turn into green manure. Then after that, we are going to discuss the compost. Dear student, I know you know that about the compost, but again I am going to explain what is compost. That is the vegetable peels, straw, plant fibers, animal waste, kitchen refuse, old paper, sewage waste, all are dumped in a pit and covered with the soil. After a few months, these materials get decomposed and convert in the form of compost. It is a good source of nutrients for crops. Manure contains inorganic salt, so manure is required in bulk. Therefore, manure promotes growth of these useful organisms. This helps in making nutrients available to the plants. Now we have the last is here, that is addition of fertilizers. You know dear student, fertilizers are the chemicals. They are man-made, artificial. These substances are produced in factories, for example, phosphate, superphosphate, potassium sulfate, and they can easily increase the fertility of the soil. Now dear student, that's all for today. And again I am requesting to you, stay at home, stay safe and save the life of others.